Liverpool. Hello everybody, welcome back to the United Show. This is episode number 7. This is the longest series on this channel, but yes, welcome back guys. We have more than last week's show. So yeah, we have Niall, we have Ciaran, we have Dom, and we have Harris today. So yeah, thank you so much lads for coming on. And how y'all doing, lads?
Bruv, man's good. It's been a good week of football. I can't lie. Seeing Man United win Champions League, and that was wavy too, bro. Seeing Liverpool get smacked up, and then seeing the PSG Bayern game. Come on, you know how it was.
Hold on, so you're one of these fans that don't like OLE but quite like seeing your team win. Fucking miracle that is. Fucking miracle.
Anyway. I'm not gonna celebrate my team losing, am I?
Yeah, nah. You just see all these OLE outers. Every game he wins, he's like, I don't want him to win. Like Johnny off the football terrace, he's like, don't want OLE to win another game. It's like, okay, so you want to see your team lose, you weird cunt.
Nah, it's like a catch-22, too, innit? Like he wins, but it's like, fam, I want to win, but it's like
if he wins, he succeeds. Surely.
You know what it is though now, as a football fan, as well, from going off from that high of PSG versus Bayern, and then when you go to that game, it gives you a bit of a reality check, innit?
Yeah, of course, but the thing is, if you win, he succeeds, and surely you want him to succeed. Like, if there's any manager there is that you could have, surely it would be one of your own that you want to win, like the Premier League, Champions League. Imagine OLE doing a treble, like that would be like amazing for you.
All the OLE outers would be fucking licking his arsehole.
Liverpool got 15 lads. Okay, so that was a great start to the show. Hello everybody, thank you so much for watching, and make sure you do hit the like button, subscribe. We are trying to hit 160. We hit the great 150 subscribers on this channel, but today we have a good few topics to talk about. So first we're gonna start off with the Granada obviously. So yeah, we'll start with Niall first. What's your opinions on the game, Niall, of Man United versus Granada?
It was a low block, so I didn't expect an awful lot from United. But look, in my opinion, I said this in Let's Talk Tactics, I think OLE told him to play slow, to conserve energy, ready for Spurs. You haven't got the depth, or if you have got depth, he doesn't certainly believe in that depth. And as the manager, if he doesn't believe in it, he ain't going to play it. That's not to say that they won't ever play again. It's just to say that right now you're in the crunch time of the season and he wants to play the people he trusts. Hence why Marcus Rashford is playing play over Diallo, which you can understand why he makes that decision. But I do think that, look, it's the crunch time. You got 2 away goals. You go to Old Trafford. Yeah, you're without Harry Maguire, Luke Shaw, Scott McTominay, but you'll buy Tellez, Fred. That'll be fine against Granada anyway. Look, 2 away goals, 2-0 win. You can't complain. Just there's at the crunch end, you don't play pretty football, right? Who cares about playing pretty football if you lose? You don't. If you're going to play boring, lethargic, slow football, but get two goals and you're through to semi-finals pretty much, then just go with it, isn't it?
Yeah, 100%. Ciaran, what you thought of the good game last night?
Yeah, it was a good game, wasn't it? You know, no one yesterday needed to take the sleeping pills. They could have just watched that first half. But, you know, listen, for me, I thought, you know, the performance was weak from United, really. In the end of the day, we got the job done. We got the 2 away goals. And I'm kind of similar to Niall in that, you know, if we get the result, especially at this crunch end of the season, I'll take that all day long. And listen, I know that in the future I want to improve our style of play, because I'm not sure how much longer I can really take watching that sort of United week in, week out. But at the same time, especially when we're going into the crunch games of the season, it's about results. I'd much rather scrape eight more wins in the Premier League and win the Europa League by playing poorly, than if we played some really good football but we ended up not getting second and going out of the Europa League. If you're asking me what I'd rather that sort of success. So obviously that is something we need to improve on in the future, but I think in terms of this season we've just got to get through it, and we did that against Granada. Pretty fortunate to get that second goal, but I think that second goal is a massive goal in this tie, because I think if we go into that game at Old Trafford only 1-0 up, I think they've got a little bit of a chance. But when you've got 2 away goals, it's going to be very, very difficult for Granada to come back. So I'm happy with the result. The performance obviously definitely could improve, but we're in the crunch end of the season, so I just want to get to the end of it, and hopefully we have the trophy to celebrate.
Yeah, 100%. Just before we get on to you, Harris, just say this: Sonny, you weren't part of that team. You dipped out. Let's be honest, it's all Tom. But anyway, what did you think of the match last night, Harris? What did you thought of it?
Bruv, I can't lie, it was a snooze fest. Let's be real, people. Yeah, like, bro, I'm not gonna beat around the bush. I thought the game was dead to watch. Yeah, I'm happy we got the 2-0. I'm not gonna lie, when I was doing match predictions, I expected a 3 or 4-0, bro. It's like,
yeah,
I think our squad alone is better than all the squads in the Europa League for me. Yeah, I think we're better than Arsenal, better than Villarreal. Yeah, we should be playing to a way higher level, in my opinion. Now, okay, yeah, we get the results, yeah, but for me, in football, you can do both. Get a result and play good football. Because for me, if you went to a ground and you watch that football, it's very uninspiring. I want to see beautiful football. Because as a football fan, yeah, if you're watching a game with your mates and you're watching that game, I'm telling you now, they'd want to turn it off, bro. Because if you don't support Man United, yeah, I don't think, like, obviously I support Man United, I'm watching it. But for me, I know we can play better football, and I've seen us play better football. We're not playing to a high enough standard to me in that level. Yeah, we've got the one. When this whole results business things, yeah, it's cool and all in it, yeah. But, bro, we've grown up here. I've grown up on watching decent football, so it's like that's what I want at the day. You see Rashford playing another game. I'm not too happy. I'm a bit concerned how many games he's playing. Like this Granada game, obviously is good. He scored and everything, but it's like, I think, yeah, you could have given Diallo a chance, because if you actually deep it, without Diallo, do we go through the next round of the Europa League? Because he does score against AC Milan in that home fixture for me. So it's like,
yeah,
Diallo, yeah, as much as people are saying, oh, he's not ready, I think he's levels above Dan James. Like, you get what I'm trying to say, just as an overall footballer. Yeah?
Well, I was just about to say, you want to play attractive, lovely football, and you've got Dan James on the page. I mean, yeah, I'm not sure what you were expecting. The thing is, I think Ollie went strong in this leg so that he can go weaker in the second leg. I feel. I just feel he has. He's gone. I'll play Rashford, and then I can play Diallo at Old Trafford. It's just less pressure for Diallo now. He's got 90 minutes, two goals in the lead, instead of it being 0-0 and he's expected to perform.
No, but the thing for me is, yeah, Diallo showed up against a bigger team like AC Milan, and he scored the first goal for me. So it's like, if he can do it against them, man, why can't he do it against Granada? I think he's better than Dan James. That game, Dan James didn't offer that much. I'm gonna be real with you, bro. It's like, I look at a player like Diallo. I think Europa League is probably better to play him in the Premier League as well. So it's like, if we can get him up and running, it's better for next season. We spent, 20 million on him now and 20 million on his add-ons. I want to see this. I want to see these players come through the academy. No, not through the academy. I want to see this youth player that we bought shine at the end of the day. Because, bro, I do not want to see Dan James on that right wing no more, bro. Because it's actually like, what did he actually offer apart from his pace, bro? Because for me, yeah, he does tracking back and his pressing and all of that. Yeah, it's cool and all, but fam, Dan James is not the answer, bro. So it's like, yeah, that's how I honestly feel about this game. Hopefully the next leg we can play better, though. I can't lie, but because we're 2-0 up, we're cruising. But do I see that? Not really. Probably the same type of game as well.
Yeah, hello to Strong TV. And so Dom, just to finally go to you on your opinions. What do you think of yesterday's exciting game against Granada?
It weren't that bad, fellas. Bloody hell, come on.
You're joking.
It weren't
Bro,
that bad.
I had to tactically analyse it, and I was almost going to start analysing seats.
It wasn't that bad. We got the win. Got a clean sheet.
Come on.
It's a good win. 2-0 against Granada. They set up perfectly. Mate, their manager did the homework on us a lot. Because if they didn't do the homework, they would have come at us for 90 minutes, and that could have been 3, 4, 5 goals, like we usually do against teams that come and press us. But with your point, Harris, about Dan James and Diallo was told, well, Solskjaer said a few days ago, Diallo isn't playing enough because the language ain't there for him to understand what Solskjaer fully wants from him. Like,
brother, Cavani can't even chat to score Solskjaer like that. I think one time he got Pogba or Bruno to translate for him, bro. So it's like, no.
That sounds like.
Yeah, I think with Cavani, he's also a lot older. Like it's easier to explain to him. Look, Diallo. Look, the thing is, Diallo's a new toy for United fans. It's like Christmas. I want to see my new toy. He ain't ready, right? That's a fact. If there's language barrier, right, and you've got to think only Matic and Bailly can speak his language. So there is going to be that language barrier.
Look, he Bruno will. Bruno speaks.
Bruno can as well. Yeah.
So
well, okay, you got Bruno as well, but
you know what it is? I don't want to hear these excuses, bro, because it's like
no, but if I'll put it to you this way: if he doesn't perform, your fans are going to go for him, just like Chelsea fans are going for Havertz and Werner. It will. But I know you won't, but there are thousands of people that will go for him. There are thousands of people that will.
You know what it is? When you've seen Dan James putting up stinkers on the right wing, it's like...
I'm not saying Dan James is good. My opinion of Dan James is he's shit.
Yeah, exactly, he's shit. But it's like, for me, I'd rather give an opportunity to a player who scored in the next leg of the Europa League, who scored in the previous round to get us into the next round, then give a player, who's had so many bloody chances, like how many chances? Dan James went he went like 20 games without scoring or something ridiculous like that.
The amount of disrespect to Dan James at the moment is...
No, because, for me, Dan James is not a Man United quality player, and it's like we spent 15 something million on Amad Diallo for me and it's like bring him through because it's like Europa League, fuck it, take the risk, bro. If you don't want to play him in the Premier League, I hear that, but not in the Europa League, no.
So you want wait. So
Ollie don't want to take risks.
So you want Diallo to come in and perform badly, and then he gets.
But who's to say he would perform badly though?
There's no
assuming that.
Right,
no, but there's no guarantee that he will play well. Right, there's that risk. He's a young lad, just moved from a different country to England, to the most physical league in the world. Obviously, I know it's Europa League, but the thing is, trust Ollie to bring him in at the right time. Look at when he brought Greenwood in. Right, he brought Greenwood in at the perfect time and allowed Greenwood to have that freedom and score plenty of goals. Diallo will get his chance. I don't think it will be this season. Diallo was never a signing for this season. Is definitely a signing for next season and the future seasons.
You know one thing I'll say that fair enough, he's a signing for future seasons. But it's like we still, bro. It's like. If he went and didn't score against AC Milan, I would hear this. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Like I would be all for what you're saying. But he went and scored against AC Milan, bro. It's like you're telling me this you ain't ready. Because without this you, we ain't going through the next round, in my opinion, bro. Amad, bro, he comes on and does his thing. That whole game, where we lost that, that last minute goal. That was his moment, If that goal doesn't go in, everyone's talking about Ahmad's moment, innit? You get what I'm trying to say? That's some last minute defensive bullshit for me, because I'm thinking now, this youth has come in, you can tell when he's eager to do his thing. You're like, give him time, bro. You're like, oh, what if you play shit? Fans will slay. We know week in, week out, Dan James is gonna play shit. And what does he do majority of the time? He goes and plays shit, So it's like, I'm not having any of that. I'd rather, Ahmad play, even if he plays shit, offer something else than Dan James, bro. It's like, If you play shit, then yeah, don't play him the next game. We know win it. Do you get what I'm trying to say? But I don't think the fans would slate him. I personally don't think so. When he scored, a lot of the fans were showing him love. So I think
I know a lot of your fans wouldn't, but you still, just like any fan base, have them idiots that I would quite like to hit over the head with a steel chair that would give him shit. And you got to think about confidence as well. What you want to happen is you want Diallo to be ready physically, mentally, so that he can come on, terrorize people. Because don't get it twisted, that man is gonna be big. He's gonna be one heck of a player, and I'm excited to see your front three of Rashford, Greenwood, and Diallo. That is going to be your front three for years to come. There's no doubt about that. But when Diallo's ready, when he's mentally ready, physically ready, that's when he'll come in and he will blow people to shreds. Trust me.
Bro,
you
know what? Let me just say this. I've seen Pellistri out on loan having decent performances against Atletico Madrid, yeah? Who's to say Diallo can't do that? Do you get what I'm trying to say? If Facundo
Who's to say Diallo doesn't turn up and then goes back out on loan?
No, listen. I've seen Facundo Pellistri, have a decent performances against Atletico and some other Spanish teams, yeah? Bro, he's playing the Spanish team every week, yeah? I'm pretty sure the fans regard Amad a lot higher than Pellistri as well, bruv. So it's like, fam, if Pellistri can go do that on loan, yeah, why can't Diallo go do that against a Spanish team like Granada? It's like he should have got a start at least for me. Rashford could have been benched. James could have been benched.
I understand where you come from. But I do think now, like, since that we got that 2-0 lead, we got 2 away goals, which is very crucial. I think the second leg is going to be very easy for United. So I think, he'll start Diallo. He'll start James. He'll start probably Greenwood again. Like I said, it would be probably easy pickings because, like I said, we've already got the advantage in our hands.
Of course, he's going to fucking pick Greenwood. Who else have you got?
No, I understand. Well, Cavani maybe, but I mean.
Oh, fuck off! He's got the desire of a fucking wet rabbit.
Okay.
I'm furious at him. I'm furious. Like when I was tactically analysing that, and he can't be bothered to make a desperate run to go get a goal. And people want to keep telling me that Ollie's the problem. The after players are a bunch of lazy bastards anyway. Although Lindelof had a good game.
Okay, all right. So we'll give score predictions for next week. So obviously, it's Spurs on the weekend, which we'll talk about later. But how do you see this game at Old Trafford? What score do you see? So we'll start with Niall first. What score do you see?
Same as it was before. It'll be 2-0. It'll be a slow, lethargic performance. Ollie conserving energy in his squad because he doesn't have the depth. 2-0. And 2-0 will be good. 4-0 in aggregate. Through to the semi-finals, playing Roma or Ajax. Easy.
Okay. Yeah. Ciaran, who do you think what do you think the score is going to be in the second leg?
I reckon it's going to be 2-1. I reckon Granada will score just because I actually thought Granada had a few decent chances in that game. Kennedy actually had a few decent strikes.
Yeah.
So if they turn up as they did and with the freedom they have, I reckon they can nick a goal. So I'm going to go 2-1.
Very fair, very fair. Harris, what do you think the score will be at the Old Trafford?
I think personally for me it will be a 1-0, bro. I reckon it will be like that Sociedad game. When we went at Old Trafford 0-0, I don't think we've been amazing at Old Trafford personally as well. I think it'll be a lethargic performance like always. Yeah, I think when we're at home for some reason we're not as amazing as we are away from home. I don't think we haven't lost away from home this season apart from. We've only lost at Old Trafford, I think.
And Leicester.
We only lost to Leicester, but in league we haven't lost in over a year. The last loss was against Arsenal. So.
Ollie's still shit.
No. He's shit. But that's a debate.
That's a debate for another day. And Dom, what do you think is going to be the score?
I think it's going to be the same performance as it was. The Granada ain't going to change how they played. It's going to make United pass the ball around for 90 minutes. But I think, like Ciaran said, Granada has a few good chances against us. And with all the changes and stuff, the suspensions, I really do think Granada will give us a good game. So I want to say 1-1. I think Granada will go up first, go in front first, cause United to get a shock, and then we'll wake up.
Yeah, 100%. A certain player that we have not mentioned yet, who has also been in a tiny bit of controversy over the last while, is our keeper itself, David De Gea. Now,
Oh yeah.
there's rumors, right, in the dressing room that players have turned on him, especially more English players like Harry Maguire and all that. First of all,
He doesn't fit. He doesn't fit
First of all.
Maguire's Brexit strategy.
anyway,
Oh, bro,
first of all,
Maguire can piss off, man.
Harry. So we know what Niall is. Ciaran, are you Henderson or De Gea? Which keeper would you like to have?
See, for me, this. Oh, sorry. Go on. What was the other bit?
Oh no, just I'll ask you first, and then you can give an explanation.
All right. Well, for me, I think it's a difficult one. I think Henderson. You can't deny he's been playing very well when he has come in recently. And you have to give credit where credit's due. In my mind, I feel like David De Gea is still number one, just because I feel like you don't win four player of the years. For no reason. And even though, listen, recently I know, especially in 2019, he was poor. In the 2019-20 season, he was poor. Arguably cost us that FA Cup semi-final. And he hasn't been great, but it's a difficult toss-up for me. I mean, I don't know about these rumours, to be honest. I don't know how true they are. But if they are true, I don't like that at all, really. But I just think, for me, if I had to choose one right now, on form, I'd probably have to go with Henderson, just because De Gea hasn't really played too much. But I still think that, in Ollie's mind, De Gea could still be number one. But we'll see a lot more about that looking at what he picks against Spurs. I think that'll tell us everything. If he picks Henderson against Spurs, then maybe De Gea is on his way out, and De Gea is playing those Europa League games, and now Henderson's the Prem keeper. So I reckon whatever he picks against Spurs will be a huge kind of insight into his mind, I reckon.
Yeah, 100%. We will obviously keep talking about that topic. But Harris, are you De Gea or Henderson? Who do you want as your number one keeper?
Bro, I'm gonna say this straight, yeah, bro. You see De Gea, for me, like, the media don't like him. I'm gonna be real. So these agendas do get driven, and what it is man learned this in sociology, yeah, that the media can pass a lot of messages through to people, and people don't even realize when these messages are being passed through, bro. I'm telling you that now. For me, I'm not rocking with this Henderson thing. Yeah, he had a good season at Sheffield United, but he hasn't banged at United as well, bro. Like, I feel like there's a mistake in Henderson as well as De Gea, in my opinion. Like, that's the thing, innit? When Henderson done that Sheffield United thing, yeah, I know if it was De Gea, they would have slandered him. I guarantee you that now. Yeah, it's just it's cool to call out some players, but it's cool not to. So it's like, if Rashford has a bad game, no one will call him out on that for me. Yeah, but if it's like. Yeah. Or for example, yeah, McTominay. If like Fred had a bad game, it's a lot more trendier to call out Fred than it is to call out McTominay. So for me, I personally think De Gea. I don't ever think Henderson will become a world class keeper. I can't, like, that's my problem with Henderson. I think he's, like, for me, he's a good keeper, and I understand why people want him at the club, because he's come through the youth academy and it makes sense. But for me, yeah, man, like, De Gea has won a Premier League, brother, at the end of the day, innit? Like, this thing is, and that experience that he has, it's like, for me, this team needs experience as well within that team. It's like, we got a couple youth players, but De Gea brings that for me. I personally think a lot of this whole De Gea versus Henderson thing, yeah, like, I don't know why we're discussing. I feel like it could have been handled a lot bit better until the end of the season for me. I don't like the way it's been handled. I think people forget, but when De Gea's had good performances, like the PSG game, yeah, De Gea was making some amazing saves that game, bro, for me. And it's like, that's one game I could pick out. But a lot of fans would, if you ask most fans, their favorite was top 3 results. I think that PSG results in there for me. Like, I think a lot of people would put PSG in that top 3. So I think, bro, but De Gea, Wan-Bissaka, they all had their game. Yeah, the FA Cup semi-final, yeah, but I feel like that during that period I wasn't too confident we were gonna win that. I remember we kept playing the same 11 and the players became lethargic. But it's like, yeah, I would keep De Gea all time for me.
100%. Dom, if you're there,
yeah.
Henderson or De Gea, and if you can give a reason why.
For the future, it's going to be Dean Henderson.
But what do you mean future, though? How long are you thinking future-wise, though?
Next 5 years, it's got to be Dean Henderson. Has to be Dean Henderson. Mainly because I feel like De Gea doesn't have the same abilities as Dean Henderson at the moment. I think De Gea's lost all his bravery. He's lost all his confidence. He's making too many mistakes now at this moment of time as well. And if you think, we've got 8 games of the season remaining plus the Europa League games, those next 13 games possibly, or 12 that we've got coming up, are very, very big for United.
Yeah.
If De Gea shows, De Gea could be our Europa League keeper, you don't know, but it matters how social looks at that. But I just think Dean Henderson's a better keeper overall at this moment of time anyway. At this moment of time, before anyone comes and criticises me. I think just De Gea doesn't have that bravery Dean Henderson has.
No,
at least there's someone, because I thought I was going to have to fucking fight everyone here.
No, like,
we're not skipping gracefully past me either, RJ.
We know what you're saying. We know what your stance is. We know that you're a Henderson guy. We know
I'm still more than entitled to. You know Dom's stance. We know your stance, so you better not be talking then.
No. But I bring stats now, and I have a lot more stats here written down here, and I will tell you.
But when I bring stats, we're not meant to do that.
Niall.
So he's got better distribution. Well, clearly, mine is Henderson, because firstly, he's a lot fucking cheaper. De Gea is on 350 grand a week. I expect him to be farting a fucking rainbow for that much. For a goalkeeper. 350k. For a fucking goalkeeper. Fuck me. Then we'll get into distribution. And I know everyone criticises me when I say about the Man City goal. That doesn't happen with Dean Henderson, without Dean Henderson. He's vital to that. Yeah, he got communication. Didn't have to listen to it. De Gea does that all the time. Right? It was the ability to get that throw to Shaw and hit it in front of Shaw, so Shaw can run with it and run onto it, have that pace built up. De Gea don't do that. He chucks it down the centre. He doesn't have the precision in his distribution. Then we talk about bravery. Dean Henderson has that bravery. He's a youngster. He's willing to take a kick to the head. De Gea don't do that anymore. Look at Everton. And yeah, you can tell me Maguire's fault for that. De Gea should be literally smothering that ball. If he doesn't palm it back into the path of the Everton striker, that's saved, right? So don't give me the whole crap of, but Maguire. We all know Maguire's a liability, but De Gea should have smothered that ball, right? Then we just look at the future. De Gea has been your keeper for near on 9 years. Right, there comes a time when things become stale. He's become stale. He hasn't got that drive. He doesn't have that thing that he needs a new challenge. There's no doubt that De Gea is a great goalkeeper. I'm not denying that without a shadow of a doubt. He's still a great goalkeeper. He needs a new challenge. Right? He does. It's clear. That fax machine issue when he was meant to go to Madrid, that has done him. And I know, he came and had a great season after that, blah, blah, blah. It's stale. He needs a fresh start. He needs a new start. He needs a new environment. Get back to the De Gea that is everyone knows. Let Henderson have this chance. There's not miles between them. There isn't. There's not a country mile between De Gea and Henderson. Yet there's a country mile between their wages. Would it not be smarter, especially of your board? Because let's be honest, the last time your board started giving you money, fuck knows when that happened. I think I was still a kid. It might have been a different board. But the thing is, would it not make more sense to get that much off your wage budget and invest that into another part of the another part of the team? Maybe a DM, maybe a centre back, maybe a right winger, maybe a striker. Right? Yeah. Would it not make sense to do that? Reinvest it. Give Henderson this chance. Look, Henderson could fuck up until the end of the season. Then yeah, cool. That's your answer. But why not give him that opportunity to play the rest of the season as your Premier League goalkeeper? Put De Gea in as your Europa League goalkeeper. See what they do. If Henderson goes from now until the end of the season without making many mistakes, without doing a catastrophic, stupid thing, and still being at the same level that De Gea is, surely that's enough to answer your question.
No, I was gonna just say, like, obviously you think, like by them getting rid of De Gea's wages, they'll go put into transfer. Nah, bro. These board are paid.
No, I don't think that, but I think they'll
pagans,
reinvest
bro.
a part of it. Yeah, but I think they'll invest the way the Glazers do it, right? They've done it for ages. They'll put 40% back into playing squad. They'll take 60. It's still better to get that 40% and put that into another player, like another fund Sancho's wages, or get Declan Rice or Ben, whatever they do. But it makes more sense to reinvest that money. And don't forget, you'll get quite a lot of money for De Gea as well. You'll get a lot of money for him. He's not been horrific.
There's a problem now.
Well, of course, there's a problem. The problem is he's on 350 grand a week.
No, that's not the problem. That's not the problem.
That is part of the problem.
Do you know how long De Gea's contract is left? How long is left on his contract?
It's probably got about 3-4 years, hasn't it?
Bang on. 3-4 years. No club's going to buy a player who's on contract for 3 years. Max,
right? They will.
No, listen. No,
they will.
No, they won't. Listen, what I think is, right?
Stegen's going to be retiring soon.
United put themselves in this position when they gave Dean Henderson this new 5-year contract. They gave him a new contract, 5 years. They were going to put themselves in this position where they had to choose between David De Gea or Dean Henderson. Now, yes, Dean Henderson is a phenomenal keeper. He has a lot of potential to be England's number one. And quite rightly, he could be in the summer. However...
Well, no, he won't if he's not United's number one. That's a fact.
I mean, regardless, I think for me...
No.
For me, I think Pope is just at the moment better because obviously he plays for Burnley. He constantly does great saves throughout the season. But what I will tell you, and this is my honest opinion, right? This is what I will say. For me, you can say that, like, obviously yes, De Gea has not had the best season for the last few seasons, but look at his defense, right? His defense has been poor all season. Now,
Henderson's had the same defense. Don't give me that shit.
But no, listen.
What has Henderson miraculous? Has Henderson miraculously had Van Dijk and Diaz in front of him? Has he? They've had the same defense. That's not something that you can't come at me with that. They've had the same defense.
When De Gea was playing at the start of the season, Harry Maguire and Victor Lindelof were our two centre backs. They were shite. They had no chemistry. They were literally the worst two people there. Now, listen. Now, Harry Maguire is playing better, and Lindelof is playing a lot better, right? Now, you cannot say that Dean Henderson's, it's his fault that they're playing better. There's no way. You can't physically say that. The reason why they're playing shite was because David De Gea was playing in goals when they were shite. I feel, now this is why I honestly say, since that Dean Henderson was playing in the Europa League, he didn't have a lot of competition to play against. Let's be honest, the only team that really stood up against him was AC Milan. David De Gea has been playing this entire season. He's played every club, right, until the last few weeks, right? So do take that in consideration. David De Gea has been playing week in, week out against competition.
Should I take into consideration that Henderson's time at Sheffield United when they came 8th?
But listen, you do take into consideration...
Now, where are Sheffield United now? Yeah, thank you.
But listen, you do take in consideration the two different managers. Ollie and Chris Wilder are two vastly different managers.
Okay, well look at the basics of Henderson. Henderson, when at Sheffield United, comes like 9th or something.
No, but
then when he's not there, they're bottom of the league.
Not just that, they did miss they missed two key defenders for the entire season.
Yeah, but
their strikers couldn't even score. I mean, loads of problems happened. It wasn't just like Ramsdale. Even though Ramsdale is a very good keeper, he's
of course
good.
He is. I've always raved about Ramsdale.
Yes, no, I understand. Yes, but at the same time, you cannot say that it was just Dean Henderson who riled up this
Dean
team.
Dean Henderson is a big part of that. Listen, Dean Henderson's a big part of that.
Listen, the reason why Sheffield United are not doing well this season is because A, their strikers are not shooting into the goals. B,
shit, Sherlock.
Yeah, but seriously, their defense is a lot worse because, like I said, you have to just take in consideration. But look, you're right. Yes, David De Gea has been here for a long time. I still think he should still be our keeper for another 3-4 years. Until
are you doing that on blind faith that his form from a couple of years ago will come back?
I personally think, look, he played very well against Granada. I think it's a great start.
Fuck off! It's Granada. If you're not gonna let Henderson hold up a fucking minute. Henderson was playing in the Europa League, so he wasn't. 1 minute, 1 minute, RJ. No. Right, you've just done a stupid thing there. oh, we can't give Dean Henderson any credit because he wasn't getting much competition in the Europa League. It's fucking Granada.
What's
Granada?
What was this hardest game?
Are Granada top of La Liga? Have I missed something from Granada?
Have
I missed something from Granada?
Who did Dean Henderson actually face that actually caused him a bit of difficulty? Name one.
Right. De Gea faced Granada. No, 1 minute. You said to me that we can't give any credit to Henderson for his work in the Europa League because of the competition he was playing against. Yet, the minute that De Gea plays a game in the Europa League, fuck me, it's like sliced bread again. And actually, shall I take you back to the Carabao Cup when they played against Man City and Dean Henderson, conceded 2 goals but had a very good game. Then we'll take you to the Etihad in the Premier League where he also had a very good game. But I guess these were just mixed up I'm guessing they were De Gea playing. No? Right.
No. The question I asked you was, who did Dean Henderson face, except for AC Milan? Who did he face?
Wasn't it Real Sociedad or did De Gea play them?
No, Sociedad was still a better team than Granada as well.
Yeah. So RJ's in the. Hold up a minute. Hold up a minute, RJ. I've got a clip for this.
Let me just land on this one.
Anyway, move forward. Right, Harris, what do you want to say, man? I'm gonna move from this topic.
Let me just say this in 2, I think not even 2, 3. I think next season, United fans will be complaining about we need a new goalie, bruv. I'll be real with you, fam. I don't see world class ability in Henderson one bit for me, and I don't think he will ever be that goalie. I think he'll be that steady Eddie goalie that's decent, but. Nah, fam. And it's like, I know for a fact, when it comes to the European level, I can't see Henderson shelling it out, bruv.
Okay.
And I'm talking Champions League now, not Europa League, before you.
Yeah, that's cool, but we'll wait until he has that chance, shall we? Before we go, I don't think he'll do that.
We'll move on to
because I could say that I don't think that Diallo will be a good footballer based on absolutely nothing. So let's give Henderson. If Henderson is your number one, give Henderson a chance. If he's your number one, just see what he does. Give him a chance. But to make a comment like that is a bit wild.
But you know what? The thing is, I look at it like this because if he ends up being shit, we're in a new problem. Where we're gonna have to buy a new goal.
Do you not remember what De Gea was like when he first came to United? No, I've not seen a shaky goalkeeper in my life.
Nah, but you know what the difference is? Yeah, De Gea was under Ferguson, but what's his face? Henderson's under OLE, bro. Like, I don't trust that. I don't trust Henderson to excel like De Gea.
Ollie's not the one.
Fergie's giving Henderson the same amount of fucking chance as De Gea got from Fergie. So Solskjaer don't give Henderson the chance.
Wait, who's our other keeper? Who's our other keeper?
Who was I forgot what's his name, man. Someone in the chat.
Oh no, it was Kuszak, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Thomas Kuszak.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
No, that was ages.
Yeah, it was Thomas Kuszak. The thing is, it's not Ollie and Alex. It's not Ollie and Sir Alex that are training the goalkeepers. That's a fact.
All right, but then
in fact, I'd be bloody concerned if Ollie and Alex were training the goalkeepers. If I'm being honest.
All right, my bad. I mean the current coaching staff in it. You get what I'm trying to say now?
Yeah, the coaches. You have got Lee Grant as goalkeeping coach, so I can sort of agree with that opinion.
Come on.
All right, guys. So let's move on. All right. We also had another game in the week. We had against Brighton. It was a comeback win, as always, that we usually do in the Premier League. Our former player Danny Welbeck scores on us again. Just in general, how did you find the performance? Now we'll start off with you.
Mason Greenwood, gotta love that boy, haven't you? I look. He scored the perfect striker's goal, right? It was scrappy. It was a header. It just got in. It was scrappy. That's what I want Mason doing. I want him getting in the right places at the right time to get his body on that ball and to get that ball in the back of the net. It's what I want from Greenwood. I think this season alone has proven he's not an inside forward on the right. No, No, Greenwood is a striker. I want him between them posts. He can shoot with both feet. He will make defenders before they play against Greenwood are going to be praying for mercy. They're going to be confessing their sins, hoping that something stops Mason from killing them, because he's going to have them on their ass more times than you can say De Gea, right? Because that's a fact. He can use both feet. He can twist them inside out. They don't know if he's going down the left or the right. They're clueless, and they're centre backs. They're not going to be agile. There's not many centre backs that have got the graceful agility. It was a good performance from Greenwood, and I've seen that a lot from him. Obviously, Marcus with the first goal, wasn't it, after Bruno nearly got his ankle taken off his leg, which I still to this day, and I addressed this in Refs Watch, I don't know how that wasn't even a booking, like me and Dom spoke about. So I'm not even sure. Like, yeah, red card. That can be questionable. To not even book him is quite actually horrific. But it was. Look, it was again. I'm gonna sound like a broken record. It was a poor performance, but you got the result. Blah blah blah. 3 points. You've saved yourselves from potentially not getting top 4. You've got top 4. You got 3 points. Move on to the next one. It's hard this time of the season. Look, I understand the United fans going, I want to play nice, attractive football. Trust me, as a kid, I watched United, Arsenal playing lovely football, and now I watch it and go, fuck yeah, hell. But it is still results-generated business, and at the moment, as much as people don't want to believe it or to acknowledge it, it's getting results. And look, I know, but it is that. And Twig, go fuck yourself. Actually, I can help with that.
Don't. Just anyway, move on. Ciaran, don't block. Oh, you're an idiot. That was one of my guys. Anyway,
he literally called me an egg-looking man. Does he want to fucking smack with that as well?
Ciaran, what do you think of the 45 minutes that we actually played well? What do you think of it?
I mean, obviously, yeah, we're second half FC in the end. As we've said the same thing throughout the whole season, really. Yeah, well, yeah, second half we turned up. And I think it's, I mean, if you actually look at a lot of our away performances, we've had to go a goal behind to actually wake up. And obviously, as a United fan, that's just stressful. I'd much rather we actually, from minute one, decide, we're going to take this game from the scruff of the neck and, play some good football and dominate the game. But, I mean, as Noel said, I mean, at the end of the day, especially looking at this season, I think in the bigger picture, it's different. But I think in terms of this season, we just got to get through to the end of it, because I don't think anything major is going to change. So we just got to get through to the end of it. But, I would like to see better football. Especially from what we saw in that first half. But in the end of the day, if we get the results, I'm happy to say that we hopefully win a trophy and get second place. But I do want that progression to happen next season. But I think, yeah, it was an uninspiring first half. Second half, we did well to take our 2 chances. I thought the Greenwood's goal was obviously a classic striker's goal, but it was pretty fortunate that it came to Greenwood in the first place. And then Rashford's goal was a nice goal, to be fair. It was a good finish. So yeah, I mean, in the end of the day, listen, we came back from 1-0 down. That's always a good sign that we've been coming from behind. I think we've won the most points from behind of any team all season. So obviously that's a good sign that we still have that in our locker to come from behind. But obviously, as I said, you much rather not do that. You much rather dominate the game. But at the end of the day, we got the 3 points, and as Noel said, it's made us a bit more comfortable in top 4. So I guess we just got to move on to Spurs, and I think that will be a real test.
Yeah, 100%. Harris, I know you have to go in 10 minutes, but thank you for coming on as well.
No problem.
What was your opinions on the Brighton game?
I'm not gonna lie to you, innit? That was fucking shit, bro, to watch again, bro. Like, I'm sorry for swearing here, but fam, you know what it is, yeah? This whole always a results-driven business. As long as, bro, against Brighton, yeah, what are they, like 16th, 17th in the league, man? I expect a decent level of performance from you. And it's like, if you want to have a shit game and have it against Spurs or Chelsea, like I can understand that, innit? Because if you try to play attractive football, exciting football, fast flow, you could get it on the counter and done, innit? Yeah. But against Brighton, yeah, bruv, I was annoyed. I can't lie, innit? Yeah. When I'm watching these performances, like, yeah, we want to get results, but it's like, yeah, we got top 4 solidified, yeah. And for me, it's like, I personally think I look at it like this. It's like this Brighton game, yeah, is not good enough because I remember when we were 1-0 down, yeah. I don't know why we keep conceding 1-0. I've noticed it. Man United concede, yeah, from the first 15 minutes, yeah, they'll always go down. We start so slow, yeah. And you know what people don't understand? This is not a good thing, you know, coming back for every single game. A comeback FC is not comeback FC should not be celebrated all the time. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Unless we're coming back in a final, yeah. I don't want to hear comeback FC against Brighton for me, yeah, because it's like I look at this, yeah. I look at this Brighton result. When Danny Welbeck scored, I was like, for fuck's sake. I was like, at the start of the game, I can see this prick scoring as well. And he actually scored, bruv. Like, do you get what I'm trying to say? So it's like, when man saw Welbeck score, it's like, fuck, you know. And then obviously we done the game. Sorry?
It was a nice goal, to be fair, by Welbeck. He did. It
was a nice goal, yeah, you know. But it's like, when it's just one of them things that you knew would happen. But it's like Red Devil said, second half set FC, bro. Like we turned up in the second half. Like obviously we done our thing in it. You get me? I love Greenwood's goal. I was happy he was on the score sheet for me. It was nice seeing Donny on the pitch again, bro. Like his movement, bro, underrated for me. But it's like for me going forward, yeah, I would like to see. Again, yeah, I want a better performance. We're gonna be. I don't want to say next game against Spurs. We're talking about another shit performance, and we're just happy we got the result. Because it's like, as a football fan, I'm telling you now, yeah, it's very, 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 yeah. It low key breaks my heart seeing my club play this football. Do you get what I'm trying to say? And it's like,
100%.
And it's like, you know what it is, yeah? Okay, if we get results, yeah, and if we played like this and we won the Premier League, I'll be like, I don't give two shits. Like, do you get what I'm trying to say? But we're not winning the bloody Premier League at the end of the day, innit? So it's like, fam, if you're going to get second in style, innit, bro? We're not even playing in style. All our players look bang out of form. I remember that Brighton game. One of my friends on the phone, he's like, Rashford's playing shit. This is before we scored. Bruno's playing shit. Pogba's playing shit. So. And it's like, bro, why are players consistently playing shit? And it's like 6 to 7 players will be playing shit, and that's the majority of the squad. And it's like, that's a very concerning thing. And why do they need to go down to wake up? Another thing I don't like, we didn't keep a clean sheet, bro. And it's just, it's getting jarring now. Do you get what I'm trying to say, bro? You spend money on a defense a certain amount, you think, you leak in less goals. Nah, bro. It's just, it is what it is at the end of the day, I guess.
Yeah, 100%. Dom, just to finish it off, what do you think of the Brighton game?
I think it was an alright game, despite slow start again by United. The Greenwood goal was a proper striker's goal, like Niall and everyone else has said. And that's what Solskjaer said in the media before, that he wants Greenwood to score more striker goals. And it shows that he's working ahead of that. He's getting there. Rashford, good goal. You do see him do that many times. And Bruno, again, running through the middle, makes it look very easy. Any problems? It's just going down 1-0 most of the times this season, which is very, very frustrating. It really is. But you've got to think about it. This attractive football ain't going to come straight away with United. It didn't come in Fergie's last season. We came behind 23 times in that season. We came back 23 times, which shows you can't always go ahead in games, but it shows the fight and character from United to come back from going 1-0 down. Like, there's many teams that won't do that, like the Arsenals and stuff. I know they've done it previously, but if you look at them, they'll go 1-0 down and they lose it. They lose their heads. They get booked. They get sent off, and they end up conceding more goals. But it just shows the drive that we have at United, and Solskjaer wants to bring that attractive football, but he just needs the players around him to do that.
Yeah, I understand. I agree with every single one of you, to be fair. You do bring a lot of points. We were horrible in the first half. A lot of players like Bruno, Pogba were all really hard. They were really bad in the first half. Like I said, we're second half FC, let's be honest, this season. And at least we're getting 3 points. At least we're trying to separate us from, third, fourth. And look, we're gonna move on, obviously, to the preview of this game, of the Spurs game over the weekend. Now, this is just going to be a simple question. What do you think the score is going to be? And name 3 players you think will do well, and then name 2 players from Spurs that you think will give us a difficult time to play against. So we'll start with Niall. Score 3 players that will do well, and 2 players from Spurs.
1-0. to United.
Okay.
I think Greenwood will have a good game. Rashford, Bruno. Do Spurs even have 3 players that can cause you a problem? I can only think of Son and Kane.
No, they can. Son, Kane. I think.
And Ndombele could.
Oh yeah, and Ndombele actually. Yeah,
And if Mora's hot,
that's a good shout.
Mora could do a number on us, bruv, if he's playing well.
Yeah, I think Ndombele is better than Mora. Ndombele. So 1-0. Greenwood, Rashford, Bruno to have good games. Kane's on. Is Son actually fit?
I'm not 100% sure. I don't think he played in the Newcastle game. Oh, no, he came on in the second half. He came on in the second half, so I think he'll be.
Then Kane's on and Ndombele cause you problems.
Ciaran?
I to be honest with you guys, I can't see us winning the game. I can see us it being about 1-1 draw, similar to what we saw last season. Even though we're decent away from home, I think it'll probably be a 1-1. I don't think we'll play well enough. Hopefully I'm wrong. Listen, hopefully I'm wrong, but I just think it's going to be a 1-1.
I hear that.
On United's side, I think I agree now. I think Fernandes has to have a good game. I think Greenwood as well. Give it to Greenwood. I think also defensively as well, we've got to have a good game because their forward line's pretty decent. So I'm gonna say Lindelof actually, because I think Lindelof's been doing alright recently. So I'll put Lindelof in there. In terms of Spurs, I think Harry Kane's the obvious one. I think Son's an obvious one as well if he's fit. And then either Ndombele or I'm not 100% sure he's fit, but actually I thought Højbjerg played really well at Old Trafford. Højbjerg. So I think if he can stop our midfielders and do the same job he did, I think we'll struggle a little bit. So those are my 3 players.
100%. Harris, do you agree with Ciaran, or what do you think?
Essentially, I think this game is going to be a 0-0. And if I'm being optimistic, 1-0 United with a penalty. Because Spurs' defense is a bit suspect at times, innit? I'm going to be real with you, innit? And the thing is, they do have a leaky defense, and some mans like Sanchez and that, they do have a mistake in them, and it's essentially it could happen, or Lloris can make a mistake because he ain't been on form. But for me, I think the top 3 players for Spurs would be Kane, Son, and Ndombele. And the thing is, okay, people are saying, Spurs, they're not this, but if you know what the thing is with Spurs, if Kane and Son are just on their world-class mode on the day, bro, they'll slap us up, bro. That's the thing, you know. If Kane and Son are on job, these men could do something to us for me, And I look at it like this. My worry is Maguire, because Maguire somehow has stinkers against Spurs for me. That 6-1, the 1-1 where Bergwijn spun my man, bro. Bro, you don't play well against these men, bro. I'm telling you now, it's something about Maguire and Spurs, bro. But the top three players for United, bro, I'm not gonna lie. I think Bruno could score, but I don't think he could have an amazing performance. But because I think it's gonna be 0-0 performance based, I think Luke Shaw will have a good performance. I think Mason Greenwood will have a decent performance. And you know what? I'll give it to Lindelof. I think Lindelof will have a decent performance that game for me personally. Anyways, guys, I'm going to have to go in it. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Thank you very much for having me on, people. You get me, bro. Follow these man here. You know how it is. You know what the business is.
Thank you, man, for coming
Follow me on this Twitter handle, bro. No problem in it. Love having me on in it, RJ, bro. I respect it a lot in it. You, man, go subscribe to this Don in it. You get me, but I'm out, people.
Thank you. All right, Dom. What do you think?
You can find his links in the description if you do want to sub.
Yeah, exactly. Dom, what do you think about Spurs over the weekend?
Oh, I just think it's going to be a very boring game. I really do. I just don't think anything special is going to happen. But I think we'll win 3-1. But I just don't think it's going to be a very comfortable one.
Yeah.
Just the 3 players that can cause us problems. Kane is definitely one of them. 100%. Human Son maybe, but it matters. Lucas Moura could, and I thought maybe if Reguilón is he fit? I don't know if he's fit, but
the centre back, Rondon.
No, the left back.
Nah, left back.
Oh, Reguilón. No, I don't think he's fit.
Oh, okay. If he isn't, then I'll go Kane, Son, and one of the midfielders like a Højbjerg or something.
100%, yeah. And for United, who do you think will step up?
I think Lindelof again. He's had a few good weeks with Maguire. Who could strike a threat again? Bruno, yes, but knowing him, he won't.
Yeah.
I think Greenwood will. He's been.
Greenwood-
Do you know the reason I say Greenwood is he's starting to look like his old self. Like, do you remember that Greenwood we saw last season that everyone was like, "Oh,
that was broken." He was like,
who's this kid? Like, why is he spinning these defenders like they're absolutely nothing?" I genuinely, and the fact that he's starting to get more striker goals. So it could just be my bias, but like, I just really like Greenwood.
For me, I think it's gonna be a 1-0, probably even 2-0 maybe. I feel like Rashford will do well. I think Bruno will do well, and I even think Luke Shaw will do well. I mean, he's been one of our best players for the last 6 weeks. Let's be honest. I think he'll get a cheeky assist. Probably set up Rashford, I'd say, and probably Bruno with another penalty. All right, so yeah, like we've all given our predictions.
Can I give another player that I think will do well if he starts?
Go on.
Dan James. I really do think he'll do well.
He could stick it to Jose. You never know.
Nah, do you know what? Normally, if it wasn't Jose, right? If we were talking Poch Spurs, yeah, totally agree because Poch Spurs will come out. Jose, come on, you Jose.
It's just the way the defense is. To be fair,
he's sticking about 74 people behind the ball, and he's going to hope for the best. Like, it's Jose. If you want to hear or see some disgustingly shit football, just look no further than the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium.
Yeah, fair enough. I mean, look, right. So we're going to move on to some transfer news. Obviously, last week it was just me and Niall. We were talking about obviously the transfers and all that, and how our system will work. So we're going to say this, right? So Ciaran, right? So we know that we need a right winger, we need a striker, we need a CDM, and we need a centre back. Out of those four positions, who do you think we're going to get most likely? And then who do you think we should get in those positions, right? So start us off. Who do you think? Who do you think should be our number one target?
For me, I think it changes. I originally thought as someone to partner Harry Maguire, but I think for me, if we get that CDM, we can change the whole way we play. Because I think when we play, the Fred or whatever, it took someone named Fred in that pivot. The fact is that if we can bring in a decent CDM, we don't have to play both of them in that position, and we can kind of change the way we play. And obviously, as Harris was talking about, wanting to change the way we play and make it a bit more exciting. If we took that double pivot out and then had someone who could do the job of both those guys, and give a bit more protection to that defence just on his own, we can then start moving the likes of Pogba up, and he can do more on the pitch. So I think for me, I would probably I think we should go for a CDM. I think that should be our main option. I think behind that, I think a centre back is needed because you look at what we've got, and I think Lindelof's doing well, but I think Bailly is probably the best centre back apart from Maguire at the club right now. But can we keep him fit? That's the biggest question. And really, on evidence we've seen, I'm not sure if he is going to be fit. So that's obviously, again, a problem. And I think right winger, obviously, if you asked me this question at the start of last summer, I reckon, the Jadon Sancho stuff was all going on. I was thinking we were definitely going to get him. So I would have 100% lumped my money on Sancho coming in. Obviously, that didn't happen. And who knows what's going to happen now. I feel like we should, still look at that deal. But I'm not sure what Ollie's going to do, especially with... the amount of money that's been talked about. So I think in terms of the priority, I think it should be a central defence midfielder. In terms of who I think we'll get, obviously Declan Rice, I see that's in the title and stuff, so we're going to talk about him. I think Declan Rice would be a decent addition. I think as centre-back, it's difficult to say. I don't see us getting someone like Ramos on loan. I know, obviously, you guys have spoken about. I think Yarja, you said it would be a good sign to bring him in on loan, but I just don't see it happening. Unfortunately, I just don't see Real Madrid giving him up. And maybe someone like Varane, but again, would he leave Madrid? I'm not sure. And then at right wing, obviously you've got the likes of Sancho and obviously Grealish is being talked about as well. Jack Grealish again. So again, those are the names I can throw out really.
100%. Don't listen to that.
Ciaran, have you never heard of the words English tax? You know how much it will cost to get Jack Grealish? Fucking hell, mate.
It will.
Yeah, and we're begging for
but are you willing to sell yourself to females for the rest of the year to pay this off? Because the Glazers aren't doing it.
Hey! I'm not going to be doing any of that. Listen, but all I'm saying is that realistically, if you look at the options we've got, we're talking about Rice, we're talking about Grealish, we're talking about Sancho. All three of them are English. So whichever way we go, whatever direction we go, we're probably going to bring in someone English. So it's just about deciding which one's value for money. So for me, I would say out of all of them, Declan Rice, I reckon.
Yeah.
So Brexit FC is happening, boys.
I just want to jump in on the Sancho thing. So I was watching a stream, and apparently they spoke to a agent in Germany, and apparently the deal is ready. United, everything ready, personal terms, everything done. They just wait for the price from Dortmund. Now, what Dortmund does, what the sources from this agent are saying is that the price is most likely going to be around about 70 to 80 million. Now, they're also saying don't expect to see Dortmund play Sancho for the rest of the season, because if he does badly, that will reduce the amount, especially if the no Champions League and the fact that he's had a good season, but it's not been to the levels it has been. So the price has already come down. So they are saying that United are ready. They're done. They want him. They're going to get him. There's talks that that's going to happen. Declan Rice, I think Declan Rice. Yeah, I think Declan Rice is pretty much. I think to be fair, it will be a part deal with Lingard going the other way. That will knock at least 30 million off it. You could, but the form Lingard's in 30 million is.
I think if he gets into the England team, I think you're looking at.
Well, yeah, of course, and of course, that will increase it. But let's say 30 million as a base is still very fair from what you were expecting at the start of the season, where he was barely playing. So I think that will be a thing. So I think you'll get Sancho, and I think you'll get a DM. Now, there's also talks. And United tend to get 3 signings. Now, they could do a madness and have a big summer, which I'm not sure United fans are ready for that. All I'm going to say is check for any heart issues that you've already got. Go get them checked out, because I feel like this summer might be a bit of one. There are talks. United and OLE have seen that there's an issue at centre-back, and they want to get a centre-back in. They're also prepared to allow Eric Bailly to leave. Injury issues, red zone, blah blah blah. It's why you've not seen Bailly. Have you noticed that Bailly's been fit and still not been picked? That's because OLE don't want to get but he was fit before then, all right. But what I'm saying is OLE knows that OLE knows he's going. Doesn't want him to get injured. Like, if he gets injured, it's fucked. So there is talks that Bailly's going to go, so United want to bring someone in. They don't trust Twanzebe to stay fit. I think there was a stat. I think it's just there was a stat apparently that Ollie's been in charge for about 800 odd days, right? Bailly and Twanzebe have been injured for 600 of them. They have been injured. That is real, apparently. They have been injured for 3/4 of Ollie's reign. Fuck me. Like, that is
to be fair, like about Twanzebe, I mean, he did have a 1-year injury that did put him out. So technically, he had one injury, but we do have to take into consideration that.
600 days injured.
No,
that is
what I think is
is bad. So Sancho Rice, you'll get Sancho Rice and Ben White. It'll be the most Brexit.
Just before we go to John, right?
It'll be the most Brexit summer you've ever had.
Can we get some news about this? Luke Jepcott?
So Luke Jepcott is not leaving Argyle. He's just signed a new long-term contract, and he's in a bit of bad. He's in a bit of bad form, and I wouldn't normally talk Argyle, but I'm quite happy about it. Now, I know that sounds really weird, but at the start of the season and for the first half of the season, he was killing it in League One. He was on a different level, and Championship clubs were looking at him. I was like, they could fucking get him. But now he's hit like a brick wall. He's really struggling. I'm like, thank God. No, because I know there's quality in there. I know there's a good player in there. It's just obviously the fact that he's hit this form, that's going to make Championship clubs go, oh, maybe not. But yeah, I wouldn't normally talk about that.
Though. You're such a bitch.
What?
Wave
What?
to me, Jag. Wave to him.
Shut up, Dom. Right, okay. Right, talk about our transfer news, will you, Dom? And not, anything stupid.
We need a centre back, 100%.
Yeah.
Because there is some problems at the back of the back line.
Clearly, yeah.
I don't think we need a striker because I think Greenwood can convert into that position. We're talking about Diallo and stuff and things like that. But
yeah, we also have a lot of under 23 strikers coming through as well.
Joe Hughes.
Joe Hughes, that's what I'm talking about. He's like, I think he just needs to hit the gym. He just needs a bit more experience, but I think we'll see a good striker there sometime.
Chris McNeil is also very good.
No, not Charlie. He's under 18. He's under 18 now. He's not ready yet. But then when he comes into the Premier League, the man is shithouser. He's gonna
how old was Greenwood when he made his debut?
He was under 23. He was in the under 23s. He was 18.
No. How old was he?
17 and some days.
In the fucking mud.
Yeah, but still, two different players.
And also,
I
would love Declan Rice in my club, but the price, not for that fucking price, not a fucking chance.
Lingard will be used as a bit part.
We won't pay 100 million. 5 million because
I'll tell you what, I want West Ham to get into the Champions League, but I don't, because if they do, the price tag for Rice is going to be extremely high. It really will be, because they will lose definitely a big part of their team.
Yeah, that's true. All right.
Offer them Fred. Be like, we'll take Declan Rice for Fred.
We'll give them Phil Jones over. Just have them out. All right. So we're finally just going to talk about Pogba. Pogba, obviously, sadly he's rumored to leave. So, just a quick question. We'll move on to the quiz straight after this. All right. Will you miss Pogba if he leaves? Right? Or do you think Donny will just slide right in there, do the job that he wants? We'll start with the United fans first, and then we'll go to the undercover United fan. Dom, what do you think? Do you think we'll miss Donny, or not Donny? Do you think we'll miss Pogba, or do you think he'll just be?
Has it been confirmed he's leaving yet, RJ?
There's a lot of rumors. We're going off rumors, and we're going off his.
Said rumors.
Okay, but if he did have to leave, right? If he did have to leave, would you miss?
That's why Van der Beek's getting a few more minutes now, because there is a chance Pogba don't want to stay, so Van der Beek's going to try and slot in there.
Okay, perfect. Ciaran, same question. If he had to leave.
I mean, yeah, listen, obviously we'll miss him a bit, I think, because in the end of the day, he is a unique talent. I just think, unfortunately, he hasn't done it consistently enough. But there's no doubt there's talent in there. Obviously, it's unfortunate we haven't seen the progression of the guy that we bought for 80 million from Juventus. Obviously, when we bought him in, I was thinking, here we go, we're going to have the best midfielder in the world for the next 6, 7 years. Unfortunately, it didn't work out. I'm sure if he leaves, I'm sure he'll go somewhere else and do well under a different system in a worse league. Yeah. But in the end of the day, he is a unique talent. But at the same time, I think there does come a time where you need to start pushing other players through. And also, if Pogba's head isn't there, I don't want him in the club anyway, because we need players that actually want to be at the club. And if he truly doesn't want to be at the club, I'd rather put anyone else in there. I'd rather have... If Darren Fletcher wants to come out from retirement, and if he actually wants to play for the badge, I'd rather have him in than someone like Pogba who doesn't want to play. So, obviously, again, it's all rumours, so we don't know. But if his head isn't in the right place, and obviously, I'd rather him, go on to different things. But yeah, we'll miss him a little bit. He's a unique talent, but, have to move on at the end of the day.
Yeah, 100%. We will miss his agent for sure. But, Niall,
that's true.
Do you think United will miss Pogba? If he does go in the summer, if he does,
look.
Just to clarify that.
Of course, you're gonna miss Paul Pogba. He's a world-class player, but do I think that miss will turn into an impact in United? No. Right, Pogba is an insane talent. Don't get it wrong, but Donny's also a very good talent. I can't claim to have watched him loads. I watched him a few times at Ajax. Everything I've seen from him. In the Dutch squad at Ajax, I've been very impressed with him. Yeah. He's very suited to Ole. That's all I'm going to say. He is very suited to Ole. There is no issues. Ole has not shagged his wife. Van der Beek has not shagged his wife as well. I can confirm there are no issues between Donny and Ole. Right? What I will say is that Donny will slot in very nicely into that Paul Pogba role. Especially if you get a DM. Like, if you get a DM, oh
Yeah.
that would be good for United. So yeah, you'll miss him, but I don't think you'll miss him too much. Also, you'll probably get quite a good transfer fee. He's had quite a good season, hasn't he? So
Yeah,
you're looking
100%.
at about the 80 million mark. That pays Sancho straight away, which means you can afford to get Declan Rice if you do it as a bit part deal with Lingard.
No, thank
It
you.
also
No,
means,
thank you.
oh, shut up with your Irish agenda. Only because he doesn't love. Only because you photoshopped him kissing your badge just to make it a big deal, and that he doesn't love your country doesn't make him a bad player. I mean, does anyone even actually? Is DC watching? I don't want to insult a subscriber. DC's probably watching. I'll keep that in my mouth.
Okay, so so we're gonna finally. So, like I said, I do think I don't think he will be missed, but I do think at the same time, Donny he was destined to be that position. I mean, last season we brought him in for that position. I think it's just a year late. I think Donny's just getting used to the Prem, which I think was a very smart idea by Ollie. And I think we'll see him. We'll see him shine next season. To be fair, that's something that no one will ever expect. So so we've gone through every topic, I do believe.
Is it time for the quiz?
It is time for the quiz, Dom.
Quiz
So
time.
last week, I was the only one. I got 15 out of 15, beating all Liverpool.
Did you create your search history?
I didn't need to. The thing is, Liverpool fans are full of excuses this season, even on this channel as well. So you know what I mean. You gotta. But we'll go straight.
It's okay. I'll make these quizzes harder. The current table is Liverpool top it with 15 out of 15. Yeah. Arsenal are second with 12 out of 15, and Chelsea came in with 10 out of 15. Not great for the boys. And FYI, all of these are getting tallied up at the end of the season. And at the end of the season, we're doing a big quiz where you'll get grouped into like Man U, Liverpool, Arsenal. There'll be a fat ass quiz at the end of the season. All of you bunched up,
excuses.
It will be a good one. That's all I can say right now. So we'll get straight into it. Picture number 1 is not a video. Picture number 1 is this.
Ooh, okay. Well, this is definitely West Ham. I think by looking at the kit, and I do remember this kit was obviously Carlos Vela. Not Carlos Vela. No, Tevez. Thank you. Tevez. Jesus, what the? I think this is definitely the 09 season for sure. Like there's no doubt in my mind. The score though, that's the only question because.
Oh yeah.
I think this was the time where Ryan Giggs scored the only goal. I think this was the only one.
Oh, it was that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what the picture is. Yeah.
1-0 Ryan Giggs, Niall, and the year was 2009, February 2009.
Sure, though, RJ, before we...
And what competition?
Oh, it's Premier League.
Oh, it's Premier League.
Yeah, Premier League. Well, are you sure it's 1-0?
Are we sure it's 1-0?
I'm pretty sure. Like I said, the other time we played them, I think it was 4-0, but we were home and we had the red kit.
Yeah, that was at the end of the season, wasn't it? Yeah.
This was in.
Was that the one we had the blue kit as well? We beat Arsenal in Champions League.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, this was
Right.
Yeah.
Picture number 2.
Oh, this is so simple. I know this one. This is the infamous Robin van Persie. This was 32. This was in the Premier League, and it was 2012. This was Van.
So
this is Robin van Persie.
What score did you say?
3-2.
Okay. Next picture is this one.
Oh, I know this one as well. Fucking hell. Literally, just by the scene bit. Look, I even know what happens here. This is Phil Jones' first ever goal for Manchester United.
Yeah.
The only problem is, right, I do think it's Villa, right? And judging by the kit, like I said, I know my kits, lads. I know my kits. This was
fucking best out because I don't.
It's in the Premier League, and I believe it's in the 2011-2012 season. So I'm going 2011.
Yeah. I'll go with that.
What score?
Oh, here, Sonny, mate, you did nothing, mate. Come on. I don't even have a phone. Look.
What score we going, RJ?
1-0. This is he got the only goal, and I think what was it?
What was the competition? What was the competition?
It was the Premier League, I believe.
Yeah, right. Premier League. Yeah.
So, number 4 is this one.
Oh yeah,
I know
that's
this one.
recent.
Yeah,
I'm fucked, lads. I'm fucked.
lads, this is Ollie's first game in charge, wasn't it?
It was,
against
yeah.
Cardiff.
Yeah.
5-1, and I believe it was in the Premier League. It was
18-19.
year, yeah, 18-19, 2018. There you go.
Okay.
Yeah.
And number 5 is this one.
Oh,
Okay.
that was.
This is
I
Anderlecht.
think.
This
Yeah, that was
was
2017, I reckon.
It was, yeah.
2017.
Europa
And it was
League.
1-1, was it? 1-1?
I think it's the 2-1 because like if it was Rashford, it has to be 2-1.
Well, no, but
No,
so we're
the
talking
whole-
about like this individual game, is it? This just individual, like not the
just
whole.
this game.
Yeah,
So,
it's 1-1 then.
I-
It's 1-1.
Yeah, because I think what happened was we scored, and Mkhitaryan might have scored or something, and then I'm not sure who scored, but someone scored, and then I think it was like Dendonka scored a header like with the last few minutes, and it was 1-1. So that's my thinking.
Yeah.
What year?
Right.
2017. Yeah,
Europa
yeah.
League.
Europa League.
So,
Europa League. Yeah.
we'll go to some
And
comments
Sunderland.
first. No doubt they'll accuse it of being easy.
Okay. Oh, this is what I have.
right.
It's on the chat right
So-
now, so I'm looking at you. Oh,
So,
hello. Say
Hands on heads.
RJ, put your phone away. Phil Jones. Now, RJ, you are cheating.
Mate,
No
I
way
know,
you
like I said,
remember that.
there's
It was
no
the
way
only
you
goal.
feel
It
that.
has
Phil
to be
Jones,
rigged.
I'm telling you, my guy, he's
Right,
the GOAT.
so-
Same amount of Premier League
right,
as
so-
Virgin van Dijk.
The first one you said was West Ham in the Premier League 2009 1-0. I can confirm that is all correct.
Mm-hmm.
You said Fulham
Okay.
Premier League 2012. You said 3-2.
It
You're
weren't
wrong.
3-2,
It was
it?
3-1. It was 3-1.
Oh, it was. Oh.
Villa. The first one you said it was Villa Premier League 2011 1-0. You are correct. The fourth one you said was Cardiff 5-1 Premier League 2018. That is correct. And the last one you said was Anderlecht Europa League 2017. You are correct. So that means the Liverpool boys have came out in top position this week by 1 point.
1 point,
Liverpool are this week. United second with 14. Arsenal are. It was
Hold on,
definitely
wait. No, wait. You know the first one. What did you say the
Yeah.
score was? 3-1. Did we say
Yeah.
3-2?
Yeah.
I think you might need to go back and check that.
Yeah, no, you did.
I think we were right.
we are
man.
right. We are right, man.
Well, Google says you weren't, but I'll double check that.
We'll go for it. Wait, so we said what?
I'm telling you that.
Wait,
It
so
is
we
the damn person.
what did we say? 2012, 3-2
2012,
Premier
3-2,
League.
Premier League, yes.
I swear it's 3-2.
It was 3-2.
I mean,
It was, yeah, because Rob.
Yeah, it is. I'm on BBC
Yes.
Sport now. It is.
Yeah, screw me. you
oh,
Liverpool
trying to
fan.
rob points off.
One minute.
It was 3-2. yeah.
Rowan van
I'm
Persie
telling you.
crowned his full debut for Manchester United with a stunning first goal for his new club in Derby win against Fulham.
Hold on, where did I get that picture from then? Hold on, I'm double checking this.
Yeah, because Rooney goes out for 4 weeks. apparently,
Sonny. Look, I feel your tears, right? Okay, mate. Look, keep it for Real Madrid when you are going to get kicked out. Simple as that, lad. I'm telling you. I've told you. I know what game it was. Literally, it was literally that infamous goal, like that you had. Came to United. There you go. Performance right there. You can say he's cheating, lads. But at the end of the day, believe me, I know my facts.
Look
Put
at
the
Genie's
camera to your
comments.
desk.
Go to Genie's comment.
Wait, what?
Go to Genie's comments in the comments. Read him.
That's amazing. That's
Not the
amazing.
first time playing himself look stupid.
Is that...
Why did I say 3-1 then?
Alright, here. If
Let's
you want
not go-
to see my repad, here you go. Hold on. This is what I had. All the notes for today's little show. Alright, if you can see that, I don't think you can. Every little topic that I had. That's all I have on my desk. My guy,
Nice
that's all I have.
handwriting.
Nah, it's trash, my guy. It's so bad. Anyway. Do you know what I mean? I mean, look, you can say what you want. Oh my god, literally, Genie, I'm sorry that you're so salty, my guy. But look. Seriously. I can feel your tears, lads. Don't worry. Look, saltiness.
He's definitely still got his suit on. He's definitely still got his little suit on.
Oh no, Scott.
I'm not showing my schoolwork, but
they said VAR would be checking this. VAR has checked it and has overturned it.
That's what
so VAR has checked it and overturned it. I don't know where I got 3-1 from. But no, it was in fact 3-2. Which means that it is joint top for United and Liverpool. Arsenal are third with 12 points. Chelsea are 10th with 10 points. There is no bonus point. We're not doing bonus points because it gets confusing. So if you go, then I have to go back to Liverpool, boys. So it's joint top for
Proper
United and Liverpool.
Proof, my guy. It's all from here. Like, I'm sorry that you don't. Your memory of Liverpool is like a goldfish, mate. You know what I mean?
So yeah, that's that really. They want to argue with you there.
Yeah, lads, I'm going off straight after because I have something to do in the morning. So yeah, you'll see me on next week probably. But yeah. Winner takes all. No.
We're not doing
I
bonus
bet you
questions.
once. I beat you again. Simple as that, lad. Simple as that.
Right. So RJ, close the show because I'm not staying too long after.
Yeah, same here. Yeah, okay. So guys, thank you so much for watching. United still on top. We never get beaten. Simple as that. Dom, where can they find you, mate?
New at Don Lindonian. You'll probably find it because it's not hard to do that.
Yeah, fair enough. Ciaran, where can they find you, my guy?
Yeah, on YouTube and Twitter at Red Devil Weekly. Cheers for having me.
Oh, I'd love to have you on, my guy. Thank you so much for coming on. Now, where can they find you?
Niall_PAFC. Make sure you follow our Twitter at Let's Talk EPL. Follow our Instagram at Let's Talk EPL _ all sorts of places. All links are in the description, so go check them all out.
Yeah,
I'm about to get a ton of angry Liverpool fans coming on.
You can find me tomorrow 3 p.m. when Liverpool get absolutely battered by Villa tomorrow and all of that. So yeah, you can also find me at Robotic Jaguar on Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, and on TikTok as well. So thank you so much, everybody. It's been an absolute wonderful stream. Thank you so much for all your support, and thank you so much for 151 subscribers. We're keep on growing, and thank you so much for watching.